Boom. It definitely didn't take us like 25 minutes to actually.
Fucking 45 minutes there.
No, we got it done now.
Pushing the start.
Just start.
The beginning.
Right? Just start in a field. Eventually we'll get to a nice office in Manhattan or somewhere, but we have to start somewhere, I guess, you know? Maintain the image of the brand.
That's the motto for the brand. I love it. And even you showing me stuff earlier,
And you can't talk about that, man.
the sauce.
That's the
We can't talk
sauce.
about sauce.
We actually can't talk about that.
We won't talk about that yet. So tell me, Tusig, like you just explained, 4 years ago, how did it start? What was the whole? What was the?
Yeah, I talk about the whole. I talk a lot about the wake up.
Yes.
That's when everything changed for me. Like, the wake up is where you realise that you're not who you want to be, and you have a long way to go. And that's where the brand came to me. You know, I had all these names that I wanted to do, and I wanted to start posting on social media, and I know I wanted to build a brand in a sense, and I had these mad names like Icelandic words and like Latin words and everything. And then I don't know where the actual name came from, but like I remember I was like, oh, I just have to start, like, you know, I just have to start posting. And then I thought about the Irish word and I Americanized it a little bit to make it easier to understand and easier to read, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's where it came from. I remember when the idea came to me, I couldn't sleep for like 2 days. Like the word.
I think that's when you know.
Man, I was fascinated by that word. Like T-O-S-I-G, I was just like, whoa. And like, again, that's where it all started. That's
It's simple
where,
but profound, isn't it?
Big time. And I feel like that's why the brand can grow into the vision that I want, is because it's not me.
Yeah.
It's actually just a message that people can relay behind, you know? And like I said,
you're nearly the messenger.
Yeah. I am the messenger, if that's what you want to call it.
The prophet.
If that's what you want to say, then yeah, fair. But no, I'm truly, you know, I'm so excited to see where this can go, and now that I'm actually helping people.
You literally have people that you're literally working with right now. So 4 years ago, did you think you would? Obviously, you probably did, but did you think it would have taken you longer, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I had things to do in the meantime.
Yeah.
Like I fully believe that, you know, your mission or your purpose doesn't come to you right away. It comes with
in steps, isn't it?
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
But it's cool that I started with content, and I create content showing the stuff that I done. And that's why, like, if someone, you know, in a couple of years' time wants to get behind the brand, they can literally go back and scroll through the YouTube.
Yes.
They can go back to the Instagram and see the silly little videos that I posted.
You've created such a good base of, not base of support, but a foundation that people, you can, what's the word?
People want to feel a part of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Because again, the whole message of the brand is to just start. You know, and if I didn't have that pieces of content, I wouldn't have the proof.
It's the proof. That's nearly the word I was looking for.
You know?
And that you built that foundation of proof. Okay. So from here, with Tusig Health, it's nearly, you have your proof. You've been through it yourself, and it's coming from a genuine place. So it's only going to help people, I think. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
And it's
I can see that. So
yeah, it's cool seeing already the results that people have got.
Yes,
like I've gotten text off the lads and being like they never thought that way. You know, and of course
that's
like,
a wake up, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
saying they need to wake up, but it's nearly like you've been through your wake up. They have their own type of wake up in a way. I had my own, and it's just everyone has their own.
It's a great way of life, isn't it? When you're awake.
It's a good word.
Apart from when you're asleep, yeah. And again, like these are things that like we actually cover in pretty deep detail, and we get to the deep reasons as to why someone has a wake up or how to have the wake up. And in reality, not everyone is gonna have that experience.
No.
And the reality is, the percentage of people who
shit.
We can keep rolling, sure. The percentage of people who are willing to have that wake up is quite low, actually. And you almost have to like be willing and like accept that it's going to be pretty shit for a long while until it actually works out, you know. As we're again like showing the rawness of this long form, as Harry's messing with. Like it's so important that we show this, and yeah, it's funny that we're in
the middle of a field,
you know,
in the middle of
where even are we? Like we're in Dublin somewhere. It's actually secret location. We can't we can't give that away either. We can't give the HQ away. Yeah, exactly. So no, I think again like having these is so cool, especially when you have a massive vision for where you want it to go.
Yeah.
Having this piece of content is going to be invaluable to look back on in 5-10 years, you know.
Because you have the short form, we spoke about this. There's a long form where the people who really care and really want to change will digest all this information, even if it's just a bit of crack.
And that's all it is.
And that's all it is. It's a bit of crack, but it's an important bit of crack.
Yeah, I really want to like maintain that with the brand. Like, yeah, it's serious stuff, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm pretty unserious. Like, the majority of the time, I'm either like ultra serious or like completely.
I think the balance is key. You don't want to burn out. We spoke about you had a burnout phase.
Yes, definitely.
And that came from probably a place of just super serious mode and maybe not a lot of outlet for being not serious, right? So
I think it's necessary though.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely need to find your level, and you know, if you have serious goals, you have to be pretty serious in how you go about achieving them. You know, you have to be an exception to the norm if you want to achieve exceptional results.
Yeah, nice.
And I feel like if you don't ever push to that level of like burnout, you won't ever know.
Yes,
and you're probably leaving.
You don't know your limit, right?
You're probably leaving 40% on the table.
40% on the table. It's a 40% rule that I love. What was it, David Goggins?
Yeah.
It's like you always have 40 more percent. You know what I mean? Or you're only giving 40%, whatever way it was spoken about. But it is that if you don't know your burnout, you've never reached that limit. There could be a lot more on that side, right? So just dive fucking deep, right? dive in and just give it a shot, because I think for me, I'm finding in myself right now in my life, if I stay where I am, I know I'll be doing myself an injustice. Okay?
Big time.
And that would eat me up. And it might not eat the person on my right up or the person on my left, but it's eating me up, and I don't want to be in a place where I know I can give so much more. It's that potential energy. I can actually feel the pull. Like I can actually feel it going, let's fucking go. Like, let's go. So I talked about it with you, I've talked about it with everyone in my life close to me, that there's a lot more for me. And I know you feel the exact same way. I love that word, potential energy. Like it's there. You can feel it.
And like,
so throw me at the chair.
And realistically, like, you have to just start. And like, as cringy as it is, and you're going to hear it so much.
Cliche, cringy, but I think
it makes sense.
I think it's so easy to understand, but for those people in the holes and the people in the, what would you say, the pits of despair or whatever, it's just the word start, it doesn't work for them. But for you who have come out of the hole and now you're here, it's like it's a lot easier to just start something, you know, because you've seen what it can do when you just start. So for the people in those holes and the pits, that obviously Tusk can fucking help, can't it?
Absolutely. And again, like, the content that we're going to create will help them.
Yeah.
It really will, and it'll help them understand their situation in detail, because I think that's probably the first step, is probably understanding that you're in the hole.
Yeah.
Because I think so many people
aware of it, like,
so many people don't know a lot about themselves, and they don't question themselves.
Simple awareness.
I always talk about journaling and like meditation or whatever, and people can have their opinions on it, but like, on it, like at its core, we're really just figuring out about ourselves.
Yeah.
And I do feel like so many people neglect it because they're scared.
Yes.
And it's fine. It is what it is. But like, if you feel like you have more to give, if you feel like you want more from your life,
that's the perfect point.
You're at the tipping point.
That tipping point of like, if you start what it is you want to start, obviously there's a risk involved in everything, right? But I think if you're at that point, you're young, right? You're doing yourself, and those that can't, and those that don't have a choice, you're doing them an injustice, right? And that's even with for me, moving my body is so important. So I would put it in a way of saying, if I don't move this body that I have, that I'm super able to do whatever it is that I kind of have in mind, I would be doing myself and those that can't an injustice if I don't move this body, right?
That's where your fitness comes into it.
And that's the fitness.
How
I've worked
important it
I've worked for the past 5 years since just after COVID.
Yeah.
Of just bettering myself mentally and physically. And if I were to stop now and just, I'm not saying sitting at home is a bad thing, but I don't want to sit at home all day after work.
It is a bad thing.
if I become stagnant,
Yeah. You'll know.
I'd know because I have that basic awareness now. Because let's say there was a wake up period, I have the basic awareness to be like, this is not the way. This is not what I want to do. And again, back to the injustice, I will be doing myself and those that can't a severe injustice, and that I can't live with that. Like, you know what I mean?
It's scary.
So
Scary life. Like,
I just started that day, fucking years ago, and here I am.
and it's so funny how, like, you know, I talk about this brand, and the reason I'm fascinated by it is because everyone who's done anything
Yeah,
has just started.
that's just started. Yeah,
Like, anyone who's ever done and achieved anything, whoever made that airplane, like the Wright brothers,
had to start.
like, if they had said to someone, yeah, we're actually going to make a plane, like 99.999% of people would have said, you're insane, go to the asylum.
Yeah,
But they were so committed and so, like, in love with the idea of starting that they made it their reality.
yeah,
The thing didn't exist when they began, but they started drawing, they started learning about.
and for each of those things, it's just start. It's so, and cliche, cringe. It's literally just start.
It's as
It's
simple
so
as that.
easy.
Like.
Just fucking start.
It's simple, but like you said, it's extremely simple to say, but it's extremely complex to break down.
Yes, especially when you can't see it.
And that's why, like,
You're
Actually,
there
yeah.
for that.
it's why
The messenger to
having
that.
someone there to help you through a situation is extremely important. You know, and that's why I love working with people who have these massive goals. Who, you know, one of the lads came to me and he had this, like, in normal terms, this crazy goal.
Yeah,
And I was probably one of the only people that ever said to him, like, yeah, let's do it. You know?
It's true.
Like, if I said the goal now, people listening would be like, what the like, that's impossible.
yeah.
But to me, nothing is impossible. Because if you actually break it down and you just start, you'll figure it out.
I want to count
You
how
know?
many times we said just start. We'll have a
Free Tussie hoodie to anyone
Yeah.
anyone who could do it in the
Just start
comments,
counter. But it's sad. Not sad. It's sad that we have to keep saying it because it's so simple.
Well, maybe we do have to keep saying it because
And maybe it
to
is
get people
just-
to understand.
Yeah,
And to get people to really buy into the idea that
because it can get to a point then, a period where it's like, why didn't I start 10 years ago?
that's the killer, isn't it?
And that's the killer. Because I hear it all the time in work, where I work at the moment. Every now and then, it's like, I wish I had just started. So they know the word.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what the word is. Start.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what you have to do to just start. What you wanted to do, or what you want to do, and they still just won't do it because maybe they're in that hole and they can't see the life that they can have. And then with Tussock Health and Tussock, it's someone's there. It's like a shoulder, a brother, or whatever it is.
A ladder.
A
That's
ladder
the way I think of it.
to get you out of that pit
Yeah.
and just start. Because once you start, there's fucking the ball's rolling, like the ball's
rolling.
going down the hill.
And momentum is incredibly
Momentum is
important, you know.
crazy. I'm
you have
learning
to,
that.
But you have
Like-
you have to push the ball up the hill first before you can go down, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to highlight that. Yeah, momentum is incredibly important, but you know, you can't build momentum if you don't just start. You know, it's funny how
You know when you're about to say that line. I
people
can see
are
it in your
gonna
eyes.
not get sick of it, because if they get sick of it, that means it's
the
gone
wrong
into
person.
their brain.
It's gone into their brain, but it's also maybe it's the right person then.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
could say that.
exactly. Maybe if the person is rejecting the idea, maybe they genuinely
They don't want to
need-
hear it because maybe they know.
Yeah, they know, and they probably do know, you know, in reality. And I do feel like people do know.
I think people know.
People know, you know. People know.
know.
But they almost don't want to admit it,
Admit it.
and that's fine, you know.
Yes,
People,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
you have to let people be.
But it's also then you could fall into the conversation of comfort.
Yeah.
So that's a long talk.
Don't get me going.
That's a long talk,
Yeah.
but it is that comfort that stops people from starting.
Mm.
Because, you know, it's grand, it's okay. It's nearly along the lines of what I want to do. It's all right.
It's just all right.
It's just all right.
Yeah.
And if they
Dangerous game.
just started,
This is
but
so
if
funny.
if they did, let's say, if they did just start and get a bit uncomfortable for a period of time, maybe it's a year, maybe 2 years, 2 months, a month, whatever it is,
Yeah.
a week, to just fucking write up that marathon training plan or whatever it is,
Yeah.
business plan.
Mhm.
They would find out that uncomfortability will give them comfort down the line, but it will also bring them into that next chapter of their life that they wanted all this time,
Yeah.
right? And I'm in that process right now of learning that at the moment, and I'm just starting.
Welcome to the brand, sir. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm truly excited to see where this is going. Like, I definitely feel like, you know, I can go back through my journals of like 3 years ago, and
Oh man,
I had this vision of what I wanted to do and what the brand that I wanted to build, but I needed to do the other steps to get to the stage where I had the ability to help people.
yeah,
You know, now I have this ability, and now I have the space, I have the mindset and the idea behind where I want the brand to go.
yeah,
And it's so exciting. It genuinely, I wake up every morning
think about it.
and think about it, and when you have that passion for something, it's only inevitable that you succeed.
Yes, yeah,
And that's what I hope to convey with this content is, you know, you can go back and watch the start, how fucking timid I was and how
yeah.
I didn't want to say.
You're back in yourself now. Like
Yeah,
you've
but
completely come into yourself.
But I didn't want to say my big goals, or I didn't want to say, you know, what I actually wanted to achieve. Or now I'm just so bullish on that idea that I'm willing to kind of put it on the line.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why we're sitting in a field. It's raining. We brought the umbrellas out to
So we're not
make the
even
content
using.
even better. We're not even using them, but no, again, like I'm truly excited to see where this brand goes, and if anyone can sense that passion,
Yeah.
then they know they should be a part of it.
Yes, yeah.
Because, you know, if
They sense that passion, they nearly have it in themselves too. And with that passion, if you just start something, you're going
game
like,
over, man. Killer.
Fuck,
So,
it's crazy how far you can really take it. Like, and success is obviously relative to each person. It's different. But what does success look like to you, and how do you get there? You can answer that. It's just
secret sauce, man. We can't give that away.
yeah.
No.
No, I love it. I love it.
Hopefully the audio has been good, because that kind of gives it away that where we are in the country, if there's planes taking off.
Shannon.
Yeah, we're in Shannon. Anyway, unseen. Good stuff.